Well, the Tallulah Section 8 program is hosting a workshop next Tuesday about home ownership. Devontae Martin joins us now with details.
And escrow and the closing process and all of the things that go into buying a home. And we are going to corral all of that together.
Yvonne Lewis of Tallulah believes their upcoming home ownership workshop will be beneficial to people in many ways. The Tallulah Section 8 program is hosting the workshop next Tuesday. It will include multiple financial and insurance agencies, teaching people about ways to become a home owner. Miranda Brown with the Section 8 program says this will give people a head start in the home owning process.
One of our resources that we will have available is financial counseling, credit repair. So that is one of the things that is very most important to start the home buying process.
Brown says her main reason for putting this event together is to make sure people know they have more options than just Section 8 housing.
Strongly urge ones to understand that the Section 8 program is for assistance only. It's just to benefit, to assist you while you are trying to mobilize yourself financially.
She also believes it will be the start of increasing home ownership in the area.
It's going to be beneficial for our current participants as far as branching out, to step out, to learn, to become independent, and knowing that the benefits, there are benefits.
The workshop is open to anyone, and it's Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the Tallulah Community Center. Reporting in Tallulah, Devontae Martin, KNOE 8 News.